Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless next 2 weeks. Daniel crushed, Phyllis blasts Sharon, Billy turns to Sally, Chelsea warns Adam. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers for the next 2 weeks, September 30 to October 11, reveal that Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, will keep her mouth shut about Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, tragic outcome and all her body disposal efforts. After Sharon sells a funny story to Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, during the week of September 30 October 4, she'll text as Heather and tell Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, that she needs time away from Geno City. Daniel and Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien, will hope that Heather will come home after she clears her head, but bad news is brewing. I&R spoilers say Daniel will get some terrible updates later, but it might be too fast for Heather's body to be discovered. Instead, Daniel might get another text from Heather that indicates their relationship is over. Sharon will keep working to throw Daniel off the trail, so she may make him think Heather's done with him. Whatever the case, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will rip into Sharon at the GCAC when they cross paths. It looks like Phyllis will insist it's Sharon's fault that Heather abandoned Daniel and Lucy. Sharon will keep her cool and avoid making more trouble for herself. Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby, may remind Sharon that she can't go around acting out of control if she wants to avoid suspicion. However, it may get harder for Sharon to keep her anger level down if she spots Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, giving Phyllis support. Nick will show Phyllis some comfort over Daniel's ordeal, so Sharon surely won't be too happy about that. After Victor Newman, Eric Braden slams Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, for her continued commitment to helping Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, he'll have a glissade fire to put out. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, will outwit Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, with another move that'll get under her skin. Audra will want to strike back at Kyle, but Victor will confront them both and perhaps push them to be a team like he demanded. Over with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, he'll have a strategy session with Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters. That could involve some new ideas on how to repair their broken bonds with Kyle and finally pull him out of Victor's web. Diane and Jack will also have to prepare for whatever plot Victor's going to launch at Jabba, but they'll stick together and hope they'll indeed be ready. Of course, Victor is still targeting Billy at Abbott Chancellor as well, so he'll meet with Lely Winters, Crystal Cowell, as they work on their next power play against him. Billy will have a lot on his mind due to Victor's scheming and his recent breakup with Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. We'll see Billy lean on Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, who'll lean on him in return. Could that lead to some passion erupting at some point? Chelsea will also have to deal with Adam Newman's, Mark Grossman, persistent desire for a reunion, but she'll push him to face the facts and see that they don't belong together. Daniel will find himself struggling to cope following all the Heather drama, so could Chesley emerge as a lifeline and someone he can commiserate with? We should also talk about Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, mysterious storyline since he's set to get a message that's a bit of a riddle. Could this relate to Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford, comeback in late October and the speculation that she gave birth to Nate's half-brother? Nate will be puzzled over this strange message, which might come in the form of a cryptic text. There might be more hints that follow during the week of October 7 to 11. It's possible that Amy is gearing up to deliver this half-sibling curveball to Nate, or maybe this half-brother will want to meet Nate after all these years. Nothing is confirmed yet, but Amy did have a romantic history with Nate's father, Nathan Hastings Sr., Nathan Purdy, and left town rather abruptly long ago. It wouldn't be far-fetched to think she secretly had Nathan's baby while she was off canvas, so now he may be all grown up and ready to head to Geno City in the coming weeks. Back with Sharon, she'll inevitably have moments when she feels like the walls are closing in. Sharon will have a hard time keeping all the Heather shockers under wraps, and she'll have to deal with Cameron Kirsten's, Lyndon Ashby, repeated attempts to get her to wipe out Daniel as well. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring more chaos for Sharon, so we'll pass along predictions on her changing plans. In the next 2 weeks of The Young and the Restless, tension mounts as emotions run high, secrets come to light, and old flames ignite into explosive confrontations. Geno City is about to be rocked by heartbreak, betrayal, and unexpected alliances, leaving its residents grappling with both personal and professional fallout. Daniel's world crumbles. Daniel Romalotti has been through his fair share of emotional turmoil, but the next couple of weeks will push him to his breaking point. Despite all his efforts to reconnect with Heather and repair his family, the weight of his guilt over past decisions continues to haunt him. His hope for a fresh start with his daughter Lucy hangs by a thread, and he can't shake the feeling that something dark is lurking just around the corner. Phyllis Summers, Daniel's fiercely protective mother, has been trying to hold things together for her son, but her own recent missteps have only added to his distress. As Daniel tries to navigate his complicated relationships, he faces a crushing blow. Heather is reconsidering her future in Geno City, which could mean a permanent separation. The news shatters Daniel, who finds himself spiraling as the reality of losing both Heather and Lucy sets in. The emotional strain begins to affect Daniel's work at Chancellor Winters. Devin and Lily notice his distraction, and tensions flare when Daniel's creative input begins to falter. He struggles to balance his personal life with his professional commitments, and his friends and family grow increasingly concerned that he's heading toward a breakdown. As the days go by, Daniel withdraws further, sinking deeper into a state of emotional isolation. His bond with Phyllis, always strained by their volatile personalities, is tested like never before. Phyllis can see her son's pain but feels powerless to stop his descent into despair. Daniel is left wondering if he'll ever find happiness again or if he's destined to lose everything he loves. Phyllis versus Sharon. The fire ignites. Phyllis Summers has never been one to shy away from a fight, and this time her target is none other than Sharon Rosales. The long-standing rivalry between these two women is reignited when Phyllis catches wind of Sharon's renewed connection with Nick Newman. Phyllis has never fully gotten over her complex relationship with Nick, and seeing him gravitate toward Sharon once again stirs up old insecurities and resentment. Despite her focus on Daniel's troubles, Phyllis can't resist the urge to confront Sharon. She accuses Sharon of playing the victim and manipulating Nick's emotions, suggesting that Sharon is using her recent heartbreak as a way to pull Nick back into her orbit. Sharon, who has been trying to move forward with her life after Ray's tragic death, is taken aback by Phyllis' accusations. She tries to remain calm and insists that her relationship with Nick is strictly platonic, but Phyllis isn't convinced. Tempers flare as the two women exchange harsh words, each blaming the other for past mistakes. Sharon finally reaches her breaking point, and a heated argument ensues, leaving both women fuming and Nick caught in the middle once again. As the dust settles, Phyllis and Sharon are left to pick up the pieces of their fractured relationship with Nick, and it's clear that the battle between them is far from over. Billy turns to Sally. Billy Abbott has always been a man of contradictions, constantly searching for something to fill the void inside him. With his relationship with Lily Winters teetering on the edge, Billy finds himself turning to an unexpected source of comfort, Sally Spectra. Sally has been dealing with her own struggles in recent weeks, especially as her romance with Nick faces uncertainty. Her complicated history with Adam Newman continues to weigh on her, and she's torn between moving forward with Nick or allowing her unresolved feelings for Adam to cloud her judgment. When Billy reaches out to Sally for support, she's initially hesitant, wary of getting involved in his messy personal life. However, Billy's vulnerability and charm soon break down Sally's walls. The two begin to spend more time together, and their conversations become deeper and more intimate. Billy opens up about his fears of losing Lily and his ongoing battle with his inner demons. In return, Sally shares her own struggles, including her conflicted emotions about the Newman brothers. As their connection deepens, sparks begin to fly, and it becomes clear that this newfound friendship could easily evolve into something more. But as Billy and Sally grow closer, they must both face the consequences of their actions. For Billy, pursuing something with Sally could mean the end of his relationship with Lily. For Sally, it could further complicate her already tumultuous love life. Yet, despite the risks, the chemistry between them is undeniable, and neither Billy nor Sally can resist the pull toward each other. Chelsea's warning to Adam. Chelsea Lawson has been keeping a close eye on Adam Newman ever since their latest truce, and she can't help but notice his growing obsession with taking down his father, Victor Newman. Adam's relentless pursuit of power at Newman Enterprises has reignited his rivalry with Victor, and Chelsea knows that Adam's need for revenge could lead him down a dangerous path. In a tense confrontation, Chelsea warns Adam that his vendetta against Victor will only end in heartbreak for both of them. She reminds him of all the times his obsession with power and control has cost him everything, from his family to the sanity. Chelsea urges Adam to reconsider his actions before it's too late, telling him that his need to prove himself to Victor will only leave him empty in the end. Adam, however, is not so easily swayed. He insists that he's doing what's necessary to secure his future and protect his son, Connor. But Chelsea sees through his bravado and knows that deep down, Adam is still seeking his father's approval, even if it means destroying everything in his path. Chelsea's words hit Adam harder than he'd like to admit, and as the days go by, he's forced to confront the truth of her warning. But despite Chelsea's plea, Adam remains determined to bring Victor to his knees. The battle for Newman Enterprises is far from over, and as Adam continues to scheme, Chelsea worries that her ex is on the verge of another self-destructive spiral. Conclusion: Genoa City in turmoil. The next 2 weeks in Genoa City will be filled with emotional highs and lows, as the residents face life-altering decisions and explosive confrontations. Daniel's heartbreak, Phyllis' war with Sharon, Billy's growing bond with Sally, and Chelsea's warning to Adam will all set the stage for dramatic twists and turns that will leave everyone questioning their choices and wondering what the future holds.